afternoon. It's dark. I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as humanly possible because, well, I have a life and I have other things I need to get done, but I'm sure y'all completely understand. So we've been getting a ton of questions about the new portions, the combat boost, and the skill chips, and also this little guy right here, our chip labs. Alright, I'm going to start with the chip lab itself. Alright, when you have your chip lab, when you enter it in, you have your basic 4, which is no different than what you had before. It just doesn't have the fancy pictures with it. So you still have your EM shield, you still have your frequency resonance, you still have your armor piercing, and you still have your photon. That has not changed. The thing is you're going to have purple rods and you're going to have gold rods. Gold rods are a lot harder to come across. The event that they had this week is going to give you, I believe it's 800 gold rods once you complete it. If you happen to see these in shops in the future, or in small events like $5 events, or the $19.99 events they run once a month, and I'm pretty sure this is going to probably show up, I would highly suggest investing in the gold rods, because building these chips, you want to replace, and yes, this is, you can build tank specific, missile specific, and aircraft specific. I hate that word. Building these up, you're going to want complete legendary across the board. I still have one I'm going to replace as soon as possible. But once you replace your initial chips, you do what's called Ascension. Now, you go back into that lab and you can build these specific chips for whatever the cost is for the gold rods. To ascend them, which is basically increasing your stars, you're going to need a base of 2 or 4, whatever the case may be, to build to the next star level. So once you've gotten all of your legendaries actually built in, you're going to want to focus on one, build it up. I would suggest spreading it around the board, and once you build one, focus on the next one, build it up, focus on the next one, build it up. Your combat boost, a lot of people are confused with this. Basically, your combat boost is going to give you a level. Right now I'm at level 161. If you look over here, you have first squad, second squad, third squad, fourth squad. At the level I'm at, of course, level 2 is unlocked. And this is my aircraft fleet, which will all be aircraft. Mason's going to be a backup for swap out on PvE compared to Marshall for PvP. That's something we can go into another complete time. But the higher level that is, the more slots you open. You can open up your third slot for 300. You can open up your fourth slot at level 450. This is important because you get more bonuses off of keeping your squads as a single set, like tank set, aircraft set, missile set. So you want all your chips to also mimic that. But when you're building your combats, you can assign it to each squad, like squad 3 if you wanted to make it missile, which mine is missile. When this unlocks, you will see all missile related components or chipsets, just like what I have here with the tanks, and for the most part with the aircraft, but I haven't really started working into that yet. So remember, you can use quick add here. It will add the experience cards that you've been receiving, but it will also add chips that you have built. So if you're planning to do an ascension, you might want to be very careful with hitting the quick add because it will add chips. So I personally, if I'm going to do it, I'll go into the quick add. It'll show you what's going to be added. You can minus it out, or you can just click that and add whatever you want to add. But, you know, if you're at entire legendary at this point, and the purple rods will basically do nothing for you until you open up later slots. You can use those purple rods to actually build these. No, it doesn't really matter which one, but you can build those and actually go back into your component boost. You can add those into there, and then you can use those as your experience builders. It's no different than what we did with our green and blues and purples last time when we had the specific with the pictures and all that frilly BS. But just be very cautious with quick add, because nothing's worse than building chips that you plan on using as an ascension right there, and then all of a sudden realizing that you just fed those in and now you have to go back and rebuild them. The good thing is you know, you can get the purple rods. They are in your campaign store. 5,000 just for 400, so it is rather pricey. I personally wouldn't waste my money or my campaign store money on that. There's a whole lot of other stuff I'd rather be buying. Resources, everybody's been getting that. 1 hour speed up are great. Battle data is a phenomenal thing to keep track of. Universal exclusive weapon shards. If you have any of the 3 exclusive weapon personnel up to 5 stars and you are using them, this is a great place to get that from. But that's neither here nor there. We're not going to worry about that right now. So hopefully this hasn't been too confusing. I know it's a lot, and if you do have questions, please hit me on Discord. If you can't reach me on Discord, you can PM me or Vash or Gilp. We can all pretty much get you through it. So that's about it, guys. Y'all have a great one. Talk to you later. Peace.